Here we are, everybody. How are you?
Yep, sounds like he turned on me. Do I have to pay for it?
You're fat and you talk like a moron.
I'm the goat! Or
Fuck, April fucking never comes. It's breaking news. Beep, 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 beep. Breaking news.
what is it?
Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello?
Super chat machine. Gifted membership machine. Metallica.
I eat cock.
Look behind me! What do you know, you fanook?
I'm an adult.
Wow, producer Joe, you know good guy. You know good guy. Joseph Von Garble. Wait, uh-oh. Wait, hold on. Yes.
And I
Let's watch the dues pay you. I never had a desire to go into the middle.
Frida, Shuli.
and I
Yes.
Point Dabble Point. A Stuttering John Melendez roundtable discussion.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Point Dabble Point, a roundtable discussion about the gloat, Stuttering John. I am one of your hosts, Shuli. Joining me this week, the lovely and talented, no, not Joey C, Missy B, joining us, ladies and gentlemen.
How are you
Also,
doing?
I'm great, Missy. Thanks for joining us. Also joining us, we're doing things a little differently around here. Usually there are at least 4 people here who agree John is scum of the earth. But this week we actually have somebody who is pro John, and his name is Joey C. He will be taking John's side in today's show. We found one. And of course, you know him, you love him. Hell, you know everyone in his family now, thanks to John this week. The one, the only, from WATP, Karl. How are you,
Pleasure
buddy?
to be here, Shuli. Thanks so much for having me. And the baby goat. Wow, this is a get.
Thank
Yes.
you, thank you, thank you. That's
Yes.
right. Baby goat is fine. Thank you.
Yes, Joey, welcome. Great to have you. Missy, great to have you. I don't know how much in the loop you guys are this week with John, Missy in particular, because she actually has a life. The rest of us really don't. But one thing I want to talk about is the ratcheting up of doxing that has been going on, particularly towards you, Karl. He is really got you in the crosshairs and is going after, let's see if I got this right, wife, sister, brother, father. I mean, pets are involved, I think. Where are we at with all this? What is going on?
First, he was going to watch my cats, and now he's doxing them.
Yeah.
Come on, John. They're not a part of this. They didn't choose to be famous like I am, John. Don't do this to them. Poor Whiskers won't get anywhere near a webcam now. He's afraid of it. Doesn't want to get doxed.
I found one of the most interesting things this week is after he doxed you, he did a whole speech about how he's better than you because he won't go to that level after he had already gone to that level and was now claiming that he wasn't going to do it again while threatening that he has more information to reveal.
He's amazing, isn't he? And actually, I put out a challenge to John. I hope that he heard it. I'll say it again in case he didn't. Go ahead and watch that video where Shuli and I read the wedding speeches. John claims that we were trashing his kids. Find one example of us trashing your kids, John, because there is not one to be found on there.
Well, even Vince, the evil tiny attorney, is on his show today, and even he said, I watched it, and they didn't do anything wrong.
He said the thing we did wrong is we weren't funny enough.
Right. He said, thank God producer Chris was there because we sucked. And I'm not disagreeing with Vince on that. Producer Chris is a god. But he is very much in this doxing mode. Missy, where does doxing fall in your world? Are you pro, con? Where do you stand?
I mean, I'm really just like that. That's so much energy to go and do that. Like, I would give up halfway. Be like, what am I doing? Like, I don't think there's any good point to it. It's like you really are that committed. Like, think of the things that you could achieve by applying that same energy of commitment. I think he would be a little more successful, or anybody for that matter.
I'm particularly confused about this new angle he's taking. So he says he's got all this information on my family, and he's been throwing out little tidbits here and there. Guys, my dad converted to Judaism. Now, he thinks he hasn't. He's just thinking about it. No, it actually happened 20 years ago. He did convert to Judaism. And John goes, and I don't think there's any problem with that. I don't either. That's why I've never brought it up. I don't give a shit. I don't know what he thinks he's going to say about my family. I'll be like, oh, no. All right, white flag. I'm done. No more talking John Melendez. You got us.
Well, listen, you bring up an interesting point, and Joey, this is a tough topic to lead off with, pro John, but, doxing, you have been a victim of it. You have also carried out doxing yourself. Let's be honest here.
Baby,
I was going to get to this when I speak here. So
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Talk to me about where you stand on this doxing thing. We will get to this. For
most of my life,
yes,
I've never believed on anybody tattletaling, doxing, nothing like that. Until the last 5 months, people have doxed my inside of my home from me videoing. They've called all my neighbors. They made videos of my wife being a prostitute off a Fox News channel and put her in. They put me as a pedophile with police reports, everything. So because of all that, I know they're never going to be man enough, these people, to come and face me face to face.
Can I ask a quick question, though, Joey?
Sure,
I'm sorry.
Karl.
I don't mean to cut you off. I do want to hear the rest of this. But as a pedophile, do you prefer young boys or young girls? Which side are you on?
Neither, but that's good.
Is it spaghetti or pizza? What is the full word again?
It's my favorite foods,
Joe's like, stop using that word.
Butterfly heart, swirly.
What word, Joe? Pizza? What don't you want us to say? All right.
Now,
move on.
Hot dog.
Joey, listen, Joey, I think you're just involved with the wrong people and you get a little too attached. But at the end of the day, we all have a choice to stoop down to that level or
Correct.
to rise above it, Joey. And so
correct. But in my defense, and I don't want to get in this is about the round table for John, but I'll say this one thing, and that's only on that. When you repeatedly call my phone number or my wife's number, and sometimes we answer and I'll argue with him. But I said no more, and he physically leaves a voicemail saying he's going to rape my grandchildren.
Well, there you go.
all right. Well, listen,
Now he's did it to himself. Let them fucking hang themselves. That's my game.
And that's all I'm going to say about that. So, but here, back to John. I don't agree with Dox and Karl, but in his defense, I'm trying to grasp this whole thing. What what he did to Shuli years ago when they worked together. What your beef is with him. I respect all you guys. I have the respect for you, for Shuli, for the TSN network. I'm friends with John, and that don't sit well with a lot of people. So it don't. And I accept those consequences, but I've never ever tried.
Joey, let me ask you this. You know Karl and I for a while now,
Yes.
okay? Do you think at any point we have told people to call his house, to dox his address? So why does John constantly claim that we are the ones behind?
As Stuttering John's attorney, please explain why John thinks.
Well, I'm no attorney. Let's go on the record. I'm not an attorney,
Thank
please.
Counselor, go ahead.
Yes.
I've told John exactly who it is. I know who it is because I've seen them admit it in different chat rooms. I don't think, as a businessman and what you have on your plate, Shuli, to run your company, or Karl's thing, that you got time to sit there and call his mother. I know for a fact you guys don't have that. I tried to tell him that, and there's just some things that he don't want to listen to.
Understood. Fair enough.
And that's
fair enough.
Many things. But I'm here because he is my friend, and no matter how he's treated other people, off screen, him and I are pretty close and good friends, and he's a different person towards me than he is with a lot of people online.
Let me ask you this, Joey. In the short time that you've been talking here, you haven't said anything negative towards John. You haven't been anti-John. But do you understand that John is the type of guy that if you said nothing the rest of this show, he will curse you and drop you tomorrow for just being on here?
He knows I'm here. So that's number one. He knows I'm here. So
did you have to get permission from him?
Yeah, good question.
No. he signed off on me being friends with you and doing your shows a month ago, if you remember that.
Oh, that was nice of him to give you permission. Wow,
thank you, Daddy.
You remember that, right? I don't know if you saw that episode where he said, I don't care if you're with Shuli. I understand it's a business thing. Shuli pays you when you go on his show. And I told him, John, I'm entitled to make money just like you are. And that's
Let me ask you a question. When did you tell him you were doing the show today?
Today. I just found out today. So
okay. So you texted him today. What did he reply back?
Well, I texted him during his show. He just ended his show. So
okay. And he has not replied to you yet.
No.
Get like a thumbs up response. Or a K.
You're not going to pull a Vince the Warrior and send him the link, are you, Joey?
That's another thing Joey C don't do, Karl. I don't do stuff like that.
Oh, that's a great idea, guys. Hold on.
Send him the link, please.
Totally
fine.
I
don't care. You can send him the link.
It's funny that we're bringing this up because on the show today, John was talking about how he never tells anyone what shows they can and can't do.
Correct.
And as soon as he said that, I went, hold on a second. Even you're not this dumb. And he immediately went, okay, well, except for I did tell Grillo not to do Uncle Rico, but he did it anyway.
Right.
John really thinks he has control over other adults, who they can be friends with, what shows they can do, what relationships they can have. He wants Vinny Paulino to not be friends with me. He said it over and over again. That's a weird thing for an adult to do. And just the fact that Joey C is his friend, you felt you needed to tell him you were coming on the show. You're here representing John or defending or whatever you're doing. You still felt you needed to let him know so that he wouldn't get mad at you for being on this show today. That makes John a child, right?
And
he takes
Karl,
things out of content. He does.
it goes back even farther than that. It goes back to John going to Anthony's house with that guy, Mike, and then being upset that Mike was friends with Anthony. How could you be friends with him when I don't like him? All these sensitive babies. It's unbelievable.
And John disputed that happened. And then Mike reached out to me and said, oh, no, this is exactly what John said. It was even worse than what I had originally thought about it. He really gave an ultimatum.
John, this is Ordo. John allows Joey to do shows if he doesn't trash him. He was a mope on Tuki's show because they goofed on him. He was his bootlick. All right. Well, I guess he's kind of saying you're kissing his ass, I think.
No, I'm just doing what a friend would do for any friend. I don't have to kiss nobody. I'm my own man. I don't kiss nobody's ass, and I fight with everybody man to man. I show my face, my real name. I don't kiss nobody's ass. As far as Tuki's show, I was auditioning to be Ralph, and I played the part very well.
That was you?
That was me.
Holy shit! I thought that was okay.
I had no idea.
That was me.
I
did it Cardiff.
Clip it, Bex. Yes, Missy. What'd you want to say?
Joey, does it feel like you have to like walk on eggshells with John?
I will admit there was times I felt that. Yes.
Does it remind you of anybody in your childhood?
No.
No. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out like what you get out of this relationship.
I had a very. I went from 8 to 20 very quickly in my life, so. You know, I started working when I was 10 years old. My mother couldn't support us. My father was gone. I lived really rough in this week most of my life. So.
I've heard of 0 to 60. I've never heard of 8 to 20.
I don't know. I was like, was that your dating pool?
I didn't have a childhood. I was forced to be a young adult because I took care of my brothers and sisters at a young age.
Listen, I want to commend you, Joey C, because a lot of people would think, who should I be friends with in this Dabbleverse in order to get ahead in life? And no one has thought I should become friends with Stuttering John Melendez. That's what's really going to propel my career in broadcasting.
I didn't look at it like
that, you see something no one else sees. I appreciate that.
Friendship is usually like based on reciprocity. So there's like this like understanding, innate, understanding of like you give, I give. There's this balance and equilibrium. Like, do you feel that with John?
I don't believe in going and asking anybody, putting anybody on the spot. But he's been there for me. He's been there in time and needs to talk with me. He has, Shuli. I mean, he has.
I'm just laughing. I'm laughing because they're asking questions about John, and you're answering like you're on the first 48. Like you're like, see what happened.
He reciprocated. He does reciprocate well as a friend, just to talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
Does it ever feel like there's contingencies with John? Does it feel like no contingencies?
I overlook a lot of stuff. No, I just overlook a lot of the stuff that he does and how he acts when he does his show. I don't look into that. I mean, Karl, let's face it. When I wanted to tell my life story, I didn't go to John. I went to you.
That's correct.
Wow. Well, there you go. That's gonna piss off John for sure.
And that's the truth. I went to you because I thought you were the best guy to interview me. Did I not?
No, you
I just got to tell my wife. I got to tell her that.
Dr. Shuli, sit on the couch.
What's that ringing? There. What are you doing? Oh, he's taking a phone call.
It's probably John. Oh my God. I bet you it's John.
Oh my God.
Or it's Joyce. Maybe it's Joyce.
Oh, it's Joyce.
Hey, hold on. I got to call you back. It's Asa. I'll call you back, guys.
No, that wasn't John. That was my wife. She didn't have her key, and she's trying to get in the door downstairs.
All right.
Missy B, what's your experience? What year do you have to be born in? What's the cutoff date? Do you leave your cell phone on ringer? There is a specific date. It's in the 70s, I think, maybe the 60s.
I think if you love MeTV.
Okay, yep.
Like if that's your like 80 20, if that 80% of the time you're watching MeTV, yeah.
If you have your ringer on, you're always talking on speakerphone. FYI, that's every conversation.
Yeah. They coexist.
I wanted to play something for you from back in the day because somebody in the chat a while back said that John reminds them of the great Eric the actor from the Stern Show. And I found a clip of one of my old news interviews with him where he was angry about the trolls harassing him because they would constantly.
You ass wipe.
they would constantly announce that he was dead, and I would do half my news stories are Eric is not dead again, and it was just him saying, "Can you tell him I'm not dead?" So this is him bitching about the trolls, and tell me if this sounds like anybody you know.
First process is anyone that continues to do it, I will in turn turn around and post their email address on Facebook and have people harass them, see how they fucking like it. Then, if they still continue with this stupid shit, then they will be hearing from an attorney.
See, I thought that John created his own playbook. I didn't realize he borrowed it from a retarded guy.
Yep, he stole from a 3-foot little boy. I mean, shame on you, John. Shame.
Breaking news.
What's going on, Joey?
He just signed off and said, "Thanks, man."
Oh, okay. Now, do you think he said "thanks, man" or "thanks, man"? You think it's like that?
It was a thank you for sticking up for him.
Write him back and say, "What do you mean by thanks, man?"
I know what he meant.
Write him back and say, "I'm sending you the link."
Yeah, write him back and say they want to send you. Just right. Hey, they want to send you the
never
link.
Come on, you know that. It'll be wasting time.
Just text it to him. Just say, "Hey, I'm asking. They want me to ask. Yeah, they want you to send. They want to send you the link. Just
tell
ask."
Him that Missy B is single.
Oh no!
Yes.
Stop, no, don't. I'm involved enough.
Yeah. Tell her we got some chick on named Missy C. She's not Anthony's.
She's a real C.
So the doxing, of course, it continues. It doesn't surprise me because that is really all he knows. It's all he's got. Not shocking in any way. What was shocking was, and I don't know, we didn't really talk about it much, is his trip back home to New York. And his really, Missy, I want to get your thoughts on this. His interaction with his mom, that was surprising for a lot of people to hear that, because you think that bossing around energy shuts off somewhere for someone, but you realize he just feels entitled around.
How many fucking phones do you have in this house, Ma?
Ma, you gotta unplug it. Yeah, and he doesn't even help her. He just yells at her.
Upstairs, Ma, upstairs, Ma.
Insert every other life to do, and it's that against her. I don't even think she's on this planet when he's there. I think she dreads when he comes home, and she's just at his beck and call, but she's just, I can see her that she's probably a sweet little old woman who just shuffles around the house. Oh, sure, anything you need, dear. And then just keeps going. But
I think she loves her son very well, and she will do anything as a mother, no matter what age he is.
But she'll never move to Florida.
Never.
Maybe not.
We know that.
And she will not get a new phone number because nobody's writing it down over there. She's the matriarch, and what are people going to do? Write down a new number?
Would your grandmother have done it, Shuli? My grandmother would have never changed her number. She kept the same number for 40 years. That's just how grandmas are, mothers are.
You know what? You're right. I don't know enough grandmas. Mine died a while ago, so you're right. You're right. I stand corrected.
I'm going to rip that phone right out of the wall.
Good times, the memories. The memories that we have.
It was so good. I really wish he could have just picked it up, put it on speaker, and us just let it happen. He's just so blockadey, but it's not funny when he does that, and he doesn't realize it.
Well, John still hasn't learned that every time he lets something bother him, that's what they want to needle him with. So again today, he's like, Lady K, make it up that I didn't graduate from NYU. It's like, John, you didn't graduate from NYU. We know it for a fact. Stop lying about it.
Yeah. I mean, all you're yelling and screaming.
Maybe he doesn't know that he didn't. He should call and confirm it. Hey, did I graduate? I think because he doesn't want to confirm anything. He doesn't want any reality checks, because when he does, he freaks out. He gets all erratic. But I really wonder, I would love to sit with him, call NYU together, and just hear it out and just confirm it. What's the big deal? If you really are, then just what? So what? I'll fucking call up my university and be like, I know. And I mean, mine's up there.
Yeah, but Missy, your whole thing isn't built on lies. So reality is something he never wants to face. That's what this is all about. This is the wall he's building. It's a Coors wall to deflect from reality. That's it.
It's a Coors moat, is what it is.
You kidding me?
There's no drawbridge.
Nothing's getting in. Family, friends, they're all out.
Himself. He's in his own fucking way.
Feelings, nothing. He's listen, we got a lot of people. We're gonna sift through some of these and then we'll get back to the topics here. Shakespeare, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate it.
Paywall.
Zach, what's up, everyone? What's everyone's take on John's stalking of Kate Meany under the pretense of he just wants to be her friend? It's so creepy. Yeah. Interesting that one day he's this creepy stalker, and then the next day they're all on MLC together and everything's fine.
He just announced that she may be on his show tomorrow.
Let's break this down real quick because Kate Meany on Ray DeVito spelled it out. She goes, he just kept messaging me over and over again, and it would get angry, and you just don't respond to someone like that. Right. And anyone who's ever been friends with John for any period of time, for me it was like about a week, knows how this goes down. And it's annoying. You get the text that says, call me, and it's just obnoxious. And she was getting that. We saw it in his DMs when he leaked that. He showed that he was DMing her, he was texting her, he was calling her. And the reason why, he says, I just wanted her on my show. No, the reason why is because he was in New York when he was visiting his mom, and he wanted to hang out with her. He was looking for a date. That's what it really comes down to.
It's that's 100% the reason, because when he starts defending himself, the first thing he says is all that I did for her. I defended her against Gino. I don't know their relationship, and I don't know that she asked him to do that. No. I think he just
Gino
got
Visconti?
Yeah, because
he's a sweetie pie. Don't be.
Kate Meany and Gino and Keanu all got into it, and then it spilled over on MLC, and then John got involved, and he was anti-Gino for Kate because he wants the MLC money now, that big $100 payday an episode. And then she ghosted him. She didn't, or as he says, she blanked him, and right. And John is, like Karl said, he's one of the most needy human beings out there. Call me is his favorite 2 words to text people. And when
no, pay me.
You know what? You're right.
He texted me just a $sign.
Oh, right.
That was even better.
You're not even worth the letters. Because, but so that's where we're at, where, she said at one point, the day before they were all on together, they gave her a F, Marry, Kill, Mussolini, Hitler, and John, and she killed John. So, that.
Well, you gotta fuck Hitler for the story, obviously.
That's what I said. I go. That's talk about the ultimate.
I wouldn't mind being married to Hitler. I don't know. Let's just see what happens.
It doesn't end well.
It doesn't.
No.
I get a capsule. He gets a capsule. Is that it?
Sounds like somebody misses her man. Aww.
I know. Yeah.
Somebody's homesick. Yeah. So the Kate Meany thing that was happening doesn't surprise me. I gave John my first and last super today, and I came to confess I feel disgusting, but I got Vince to admit he is just there to milk John lolcow moobs. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Forgive me. I'll think about it. Goddamn, look at those handsome boys. Thank you, Long Bob.
Yeah, I tucked it in today.
Okay, good job on finding tape of Howard Stern calling out Stuttering John. Yes, Karl, I got to hand it to you. They put out, it's up on YouTube. It's from a couple days ago. Yeah. And it's great because you have this audio of, well, explain it. Go ahead. You tell.
Yeah. So Howard had just had a birthday party for one of his daughters in which it was him and Beth, his girlfriend at the time, with Allison and her new husband. And John was like, I don't know how you could do that. You shouldn't have had your girlfriend there, and she shouldn't have had her husband there. That's fucked up. I wouldn't want to be around my ex's new boyfriend or husband. He was very immature about it. And Gary Delbate's in there, and Howard going, you do it for the kids, John. You got to get along with these people. That's their stepdad. That's their step parent. You got to do it for the kids. John's going, well, all right, but only if they're uglier than me. Like, he was so immature about it. It shows so much about why he's this upset that we are breaking down the wedding speeches.
Please tell me he's shorter than me. Like the dumbest shit mattered to him. And it's like that was their main thing, was like, you got to get over your shit for the sake of the kids. And he's just like, I couldn't do that.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Go ahead, Joe.
You guys, any of you guys, and I know all of you's had your battles with John in a lot of bad ways. And like I said, I'm not here to fight or argue or not be your friend.
Then fuck you, Joey. Fuck you, motherfucker.
I'm here to represent a friend and also to be professional with you guys because that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I hope at the end of the day, Mrs. Cumia, she don't lose respect for me at the end of the day because I'm just a voice here. That's it. So, do you guys ever feel?
I just realized what that was.
He's next. I'm gonna be going pro.
Focus,
Kevin
Joe.
Brennan.
Focus.
So, but do you guys at any point think that John, this does hurt? A lot of stuff does hurt John, and he does have a heart, and he does take a lot of things where he gets really upset.
I think the only person that hurts John the most is John.
Not saying you're wrong. I think sometimes he gets very angry. If you compare me and him together as angry and outraged, we get the same personality. I'm exactly like him when I go on rage and do the same.
Are you proud of this?
No, I'm not saying I'm proud of it. It's been my downfall my whole life.
Okay.
And
hey, you can admit it. John can.
That Joey, that's the difference. That's the difference right there.
And I know what my downfall is because I let my anger judge too many things before I think about it. I've been like that my whole life. I know I've worked hard my whole life. I worked a job I love my whole life, but it cost me a lot of damage where I should have been at this level instead of here. You understand? Because of my anger.
You're where God wants you to be.
Exactly.
You should have been washing the jockstraps of the Chicago Cubs, not the Iowa Cubs. I get it.
That's exactly right, Karl. Thank you. Good one.
But it's a good question. Karl, do you feel that John is hurt? Does he feel this?
Yes.
Does he?
Yes, he's very emotional. He overreacts. He reacts emotionally, and it's hilarious. And I think that probably drinking's not helping him. I think he lashes out sometimes when he gets drunk by himself and is feeling lonely and upset, and he thinks that everyone's out to get him. And honestly, that's why this whole thing started, because John was not the first podcaster we made fun about. Who are these podcasts? Right. He just reacted the worst out of everyone that we made fun of over 100 episodes at that time. It was back in 2018. John was the first guy who wanted to sue me and beat me up and get his mob ties involved and everything else, which is what really encouraged me to say, I think we have a recurring segment now on WATP.
It's like I told Joey, they do it because of the reaction they get from you. And I've never seen anyone react to people fucking with them like John. And I think that's ultimately the biggest fascination. The thing that hooks people in the most is, this guy just looking right into the camera going, I don't need this. I'm rich. And you're just looking at him going, who the fuck's he kidding? Guy's wiping his nose with a t-shirt. Like, what rich person does that?
Do you guys feel though that he may be playing a role and he knows this and he reacts because the end result, he's going to get the last laugh? Do you guys ever feel that?
I can tell when he's performing. He does this a lot lately, and it's uninteresting to me. I don't play the clips anymore of him doing his performance where he's acting like he's all upset and, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. That's all just him acting. I like the real moments, and there's a lot of them. I want to say this because John always says, you think it bothers me that you guys goof on me? I was goofed on by Howard Stern. I was goofed on by the best. And I can tell that it does bother him because there's two people who have had long careers in radio that we make fun of, Opie and Stuttering John. Opie has taken a lot of shit from a lot of people and handles this well. He doesn't respond to me. He doesn't react to me. He doesn't say, I mean, he has recently, but not until recently has he even brought up who I am. Whereas John immediately, just one podcast episode, and he freaked out about it. And if you really are so thick-skinned and Howard used to rip on you and it doesn't bother you, why do you, A, keep bringing up what Howard said to you 35 years ago on the show? And B, react to every single troll in the super chat and on Dabblers Anonymous. It's ridiculous.
Who's Opie? Who's this Opie guy you speak of?
Missy, Missy has the answer to your question.
Well, who gave him money for being shit on? You make money for shitting on him, and he doesn't get a cut. And then he was making money under Howard Stern.
Good point.
So there's a difference. He felt he was growing and inflating into something being under that umbrella. So he really thought he had something, and that's why he rode the wave the way he did, but he couldn't do it on his own because he's self-destructive. So here he is now, same shit, different year, but he's not getting any of the cut or being paid for all of this. He's just the laughing stock of it. He's not getting any money, and he realizes he can't do it on his own. So all he can do is keep clinging to the Howard Stern raft, which is sinking. There's enough.
Well, also, going from the Stern Show to the Tonight Show, he goes from one environment where you're praised for really ruining somebody's day, fucking with somebody to the point where they do an hour on it, to an environment where all they want to do is build people up. So his skill set, if you will, was useless there. It was like, oh, I'm going to rat Ross the intern out. Like, well, people are going to get mad at you for that. They're not going to do a segment about it on the show, right? So he was.
Well, wasn't the whole transfer from Howard Stern to the Tonight Show kind of like a get him out of here, give him something to do, whatever? Almost like, wasn't there something between Jay Leno and Howard Stern or something? I remember, Karl, you talked about it. So it wasn't even like a sincere transfer. From what I gathered, from what you said.
In the beginning, it was a goof. He hated Howard, right? And he took John over there to piss Howard off, correct?
Yes. Holy shit, the baby goat spitting facts.
Correct.
Yes.
Oh, he knows his shit.
But wait a second. He stayed 13 more years, and they're just not going to do that bit for 13 years. So his talents kept him there.
Time out, though.
His
Let me ask
talents
you
kept
this,
him there.
Joey C. How many writers did Jay Leno ever fire from the Tonight Show?
Probably zero.
Zero.
Probably zero.
Jay takes pride in never firing someone.
Right,
now, how many times did John get demoted?
A couple times.
Yeah, right. Because John says it himself. He's like, well, the reason why I didn't pay Susanna for child support is because they cut my pay in half.
Right.
And then I need to renegotiate the terms.
I just feel that his talents did keep him longevity in both jobs. For some of his talents, they kept him. They had to have, because no boss is going to keep someone around 15 years, 13 years. It's impossible. No way.
Well, let's agree to disagree. But listen, the reality of it is he was brought in as an announcer within a matter. What was the Mike Walker's book, right, Karl?
Yes.
Didn't it have a portion in it where he basically said that Jay Leno was pissed when they kind of discovered that John wasn't the one behind the writing of the questions, and right?
Yes, there was a meeting with the heads of NBC and the Tonight Show, the people who made the decision to bring John over, and Jay Leno went off on them for bringing him over without understanding he was not a writer, because Jay didn't feel like him and Kevin Eubanks had a good rapport. Mm-hmm. So they brought in John to have another person he could bounce stuff off of, and it never worked because John does not have a personality. Right. So then Jay's just like, well, then why do we have this guy? What's the fucking role this guy is playing then?
But even in those worlds, like I worked at late night but when it was Jimmy Fallon for a small period of time, and there's a lot of tiers of writers, and literally someone who would be sitting in a room and doesn't even open their mouth can be considered a writer. There's head writers. There's all different writers.
Mike Morse, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
So like he's just a seat filler.
Well, he literally became that. Like name another announcer that they go, just find a seat in the crowd over there and announce Jay. Like, are you insane? It's crazy. The ladies love you, Missy. Missy B for permanent third host of PDP. I'm down with that. There he is. Hey.
I don't look good in suits.
Wait, I just sent you an email of a great photo from what you sent the link on. If you want to throw, I mean, it's gone around a couple times, but like
check that frog.
Copyright to me.
Joey, show us your tramp stamp. You got a tramp stamp?
Don't have
one. All
right. You really gonna ask me that? Are you kidding?
I don't know. Listen, Joey.
Come on.
I mean, who knows? And I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
Knowing how I am. No.
I'm just here for the fuckery, says Big Daddy Doda. Thank you, Doda. John said he stopped making mortgage payments while selling his place. I was told you only do that when you are in pre-foreclosure situation. Karl?
There's Missy's photo.
My phone broke. Took that photo.
I hate to bring this up, but when Vince the Lawyer went on with John today, they were talking once again about renting my summer home, my Florida home. And John talked about doing the squeegee bit into my pool. So now John is going to jerk off in my pool. And I always think it's good if you're going to vandalize someone's property, definitely announce it on the internet in advance. That's always a good idea.
Didn't I promise you, because I'm part of going there, that your house will not be damaged? Didn't I tell you that before? And you said it to
Joey
me.
C., someone's going to put their name on this thing. So if they damage my home, they're going to have to
It's going to be Vince. Vince is putting his name all over it. But
Right.
I know what
Vince
he
can wipe the fucking semen and fecal matter off the walls then, because I'm
Carl,
not doing it.
Carl, I'm lifeguarding this thing. Nobody's coming, pissing, or shitting
I don't go
in
down
your
like
pool.
that. We're not going to
Don't
trash
worry
your
about
house.
it.
Your
Don't
house ain't going
worry.
to trash.
Well, Joey, I put a special ingredient in my pool, and if there's any semen or urine, it turns a specific color,
All right.
and everyone will know he did it.
All right.
John's gonna come in the backyard like Patsy Parisi in Sopranos and just start crying and pee in your pool.
I like the idea
Good
of
scene
like,
in The Sopranos.
like those bank robberies. John pees in it, and his dick turns blue, like it explodes.
Yeah.
And it's just blue everywhere.
We got him.
Oh my god!
Or like those electric fences, if you piss on it, like the current.
Yeah. Oh, be the best. Bleach water. He dives into bleach water. Joey will jump onto the load like a grenade.
One in each hand, guys. One in each hand.
Thank you, Joey.
Thank you, Bobby. Ain't no snitch like a prison snitch. No Moss, Joey C. James.
I went to
Quinn, not a
prison. Did
fan.
you? I went to prison. Yes, I did. Did you?
Hey, easy with the bragging over there, all right?
No.
You did this to me, Karl, you son of a bitch. Bob's Karl's haircut.
I love it. Looking good, Bob.
Can I just say, before we went on the air, I bring Karl in. And Missy, what's the first thing you said to Karl when you saw
I was like,
him?
"How did you get your tips freshly frosted? Hey, you look lush."
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Joey, how does stammering John's fart smell? J-Horse would like to know.
I don't know. I don't know. Why don't you ask your? I don't know. I'm not going to answer that.
How do his
There you
boots taste?
I don't want to be
Let's ask
disrespectful
that.
on your network. I'll rebuttal that on my show tonight.
You got a
There you
little
go.
brown.
There you go. Yeah, a lot of people claiming you're a bit of a butt kisser these days.
Yeah,
How do you
I
handle
am.
that?
I'm no butt kisser. I'm just doing me. I do me first.
There you go. Do me.
Dabble in
and then,
both.
yeah, I'll watch you do you later. Missy equals smoke and Joey C. Did the lawsuit money come in yet?
Soon, very soon.
Okay, we'll know when John's beaming from ear to ear.
You know
all
when I got a
ask,
big gold crown right here, you'll know.
all I ask is screenshot the text messages when John starts asking for money, please. That's all I ask.
He's not gonna ask for money.
Tony Baloney, Shuli and Karl, my two favorite podcasters on the same show, and I get to watch live. Thank God for 6 days. FSJ, FKB, love you, Tony. Thank you, pal.
Just quit your job. We're broadcasting during the day all the time. Just quit your
Every
job.
day.
Yeah.
Every day. Baby Throat Goat is doxing now too. Ask him, Shuli. Yeah,
I just admitted I did. I just said I did, Mr. Derek.
There you go.
Doxing.
Wow. Well, it'd be funny if you said his first name in the city he lives.
I almost did. But I held that. I almost did.
Joey, will you come on BYB Weekly Dabble Review Show this Sunday as well? Base Pill would like to know.
You actually call that a show? A bunch of bandits?
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
Shots fired.
Wow. Send me more pictures of undressed men. I need them for nefarious reasons. Yes, so John's been on a kick lately of posting pictures of what he claims is me nude that somebody sent him. He has, I know for a fact, Joey, be honest, has he texted you those pictures?
No, but I was on the show the day that he first showed him. Remember? I was on his show. And
I know
gotta
he
admit,
texted. Yeah, go ahead.
at first I thought it was you, but then I looked carefully and I said, wait a second. Then
Not
I
his
saw,
penis.
No,
Right.
he just showed, when I was on the show, he just showed from here up. He didn't show, I didn't see nothing else. So
Yeah,
he never sent me those.
you have the picture, Frog, in case Missy hasn't seen it. This is
Oh God, yeah, I'm so eager over here.
yeah, this is the picture that he's been posting, claiming that it's that it's me.
Oh my
And
God, that
that's-
guy is
Oh,
all
wait a second.
downsy looking. I don't think that's you.
I think that is you.
Is it
actually.
Brett?
I
Is it
didn't
Brett?
think that before.
I don't think.
Is it
What are you
No.
talking about? Hold on, let me recreate
Maybe-
this.
Yeah, sexy Shuli. Let's see it.
Oh my God.
Looks like you just had top surgery. Is there like a scar over there?
I should.
top
I've seen my top lately. I'd get a little reduction. I don't mind.
Is it Brent?
No, it's not Brent. I asked the person. There's John's dick pics.
It could
that
be
I-
anyone.
Yeah. But he goes, yeah. I go, did you put Brent's head on somebody's body? And he's like, who's Brent?
I got to find that guy and put him on my show.
We want the frog. Where's producer Joe? We will talk to producer Joe because I want to talk about this fight that has been a challenge that has been issued to Mr. I run from nobody. I'm not afraid of anyone. Joey, if you're the baby goat, does that mean John birthed you out of his butt? Boom.
The answer I want to give, I can't because I won't do that to Shuli's Network, but answer is none of your business.
Thank you. Hi, Missy. Hi, Missy's boyfriend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Watch it, Karl.
Hey, I know that guy. That's John.
Yes, Joey C's phone's blowing up with John text. Yeah, what has he texted you back?
No, he never got back yet. I've looked. He hasn't said nothing yet.
He never texted you back when you sent him. They want to send you the link.
I swear to God, I sent it.
All right.
I wouldn't lie to you.
Hey, Joey, let's do this. Where are the kiddos? Oh, that's the guy that you don't like, right? Yeah. All right. Okay. John Spittle gifting 10 network memberships. Thank you, John.
I eat cock.
I swallow cum. I am going to suck him off.
Okay, guys.
What do we do now? We spread butt cheeks or something?
I forgot. We open an asshole and then we go like that. Okay. And then, or no, wait. We changed it. We go ear, pick, roll, flick, nose wipe, all the way up to the finger. That's an honor.
Dabbing to tip.
Yeah, exactly. But really, you're wiping like John does.
Turn into the Hitler.
That's right. John's finger is morphed to the ultimate wiping tool. It bends, it curves. Yeah, there it is.
What the
fuck? We did not change anything on that finger. We just added it to the Concorde. That's it. Joey, please, being Stuttering John Jr. isn't working for you. Some people are not happy.
Answer this for me, Karl. Answer it. When I first entered on June 5th, 2023, as on your show, Shuli, with my family held hostage in my car.
Yeah.
From that point on, Karl, was I John or was I the biggest asshole with the chatters and fighting and blew up that way? Which way did I blow up?
I have no idea.
Fighting with everybody in the chat. Shuli banned me from his chat room for 3 months because of it.
To anyone who's saying that you're doing the wrong thing, Joey, this is the same people who would have told Andy Kaufman that he's not doing it right.
No one can tell me to be friends with you. No one can tell me friends with John. It is what it is. And I'm not kissing his ass. I'm not kissing your ass. I do me first. And that's just it.
Right. Kiss your own ass.
That's it.
Joey C stole $50 from his mod. I'm serious.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
For shame.
Is it okay to say Missy is hot? I say that not in a Stuttering John way. John O'Reilly.
Whatever you want.
Yeah. Joey, he made it creepy by asking. He made it weird.
Yeah.
By, just say it. Joey C is now who's calling you?
The troll that you just read his super chat.
We were just talking about the sound of the ringer. Like that was a good cue to
he's calling me on my other number and I can't turn the volume off. I'm gonna just turn my phone off.
Orange.
I turned my phone off.
You think he has an iPhone, Missy? Come on.
That's true.
iPhone. I don't know how to work one of them. I could never tell you.
It's a bug.
I know. I couldn't work one of them.
Ma, you gotta unplug all the phones.
Ma. Joey C's on Epstein's list. I saw that.
Tenfold. Wait till you see my name.
No, JC could have been Jesus Christ. We don't know who it was.
That's true. It's the only one that wasn't there. Yeah. Joey C is a fake Chicago man, not real Chicago guy. You belong doing parking lot only content.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Guys, let's focus
from my parking lot.
Let's focus on John, guys, please.
That's right.
The internet has called Joey a pedo, his wife a prostitute, and they've lied. It's disgusting.
Right. My wife is a prostitute and I'm a pedo. Right. Yeah.
Joey is a cop calling tough guy, just like John. That's from
I am now. They won't come and fight me, so I got no choice. So
okay. Missy, why did you let Ant go back to that dump?
I tried to stop him, but it's doctor appointments. You got to do the right thing after what he went through. So we're just, he couldn't bring his gun, unfortunately.
That's a bummer, man.
Yeah, I might go next week and say.
Did he have a triple bypass or a quadruple bypass? Which one did he have?
It was a quad.
Yeah.
I might have to have something done myself, so that's why.
Yeah, you gotta do the right thing, follow up, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But,
sometimes the doctors want to see you again after that.
Yeah, right. It's on a peace.
Shuli isn't funny if he doesn't play the Doc song. Karl, are you familiar with DJ Dabbles and this?
Of course I am. Yeah, I don't know about the Doc song though.
Oh my God, Frog! You guys got to hear this song. DJ Dabbles just puts out hit after hit. This is another favorite of everybody's. It's called Docs.
Can you show me a picture?
Of course. Here we go.
I told the world, Docs, fucking cowards. I told the world, fucking cowards. I was bullied as a child. I was bullied as a father. By the elementary school. That is an act of violence. They all hate fucking with my guests. Fucking with my friends, fucking with my family. That is an act of violence. I told the world, fucking cowards. I told the world, fucking cowards. I done with wife saved, I done with kids saved, I done with Facebook, I done with Instagram, I done with LinkedIn, I done with phone number having a Twitter war. I done with wife saved, I done with kids saved, I done with Facebook, I done with Instagram, I done with LinkedIn, I done with phone number having a Twitter war. I told the world, fucking cowards. I told the world, fucking cowards. I'm old school. I don't believe in anonymity.
Anonymity.
I mean, what a banger.
That is a banger.
Huh?
I have one. Since we're playing music, this one's short, 14 seconds.
Let's do it.
But John himself is such a musician.
I love a parade.
No, it's brilliant. No wonder Atlantic Records was knocking down your door.
Well, maybe
he sounds like more retarded than Rocky and Rocky 2 with the do.
Yeah. Carl, what's your thoughts on tree houses? Do you have any thoughts on tree houses?
I don't.
What?
Just curious.
Joey's got Tourette's. Every now and then he just throws something weird out. Do you know about this hit that he did recently, Karl? Just as a quick one too.
La 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 la.
That was John doing. Yeah, he's showing you his range, classical as well. He's classically trained. All right, back to the super chats here. Back to your questions. We played the Doc song. I love Shuli. I love Karl. F Joey C. And please try to get Beetlejuice on one time. Oh, and F Joey C. Thank you, Kate.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much.
Let's get beat in the Dabbleverse. That's a good idea.
I mean, we're gonna need SEAL Team 6 to fucking reach him, but I will do my best.
Does he have like handlers? I'm just like curious.
He's with his sister now.
Okay.
Out in Atlanta, and so she's very strict about him doing anything.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So it's really, really tough. But hey, listen, you know what? Doesn't hurt to try. What the hell? They say no. They say no.
Like they say, every house is for sale.
That's right. Joey, tell Shuli about your wife's ex-husband's dad, FJC. That's all right, Joey. You don't have to worry about it. Another show. Joey, she put out my name, address, and phone number.
Yeah, and you jerked off in Discord, showed my wife your cock. So what's next?
All right.
At least his penis works. That's good to hear.
Yeah. Hey, good for him. I mean, they're making some great advances in medical science.
Yes, they are.
This is bravo.
Shuli, sorry to interrupt. They're telling me Joey C has to go. See you in hell, Joey. Also, those frosted tips, Karl. Oof.
Ira!
I'll definitely be there. I'll meet you there.
Joey loves washing John's balls.
Oh,
says
yeah.
TK.
Scrub, man.
Did Vince the lawyer send Stuttering John Chinese food because he put soy sauce in his hair? Actually, I can read to you what Joey's instructions were on today. Sorry, not Joey. Vince's instructions on today's delivery.
Yeah, this is funny.
He always likes to send me a screenshot. He says here, he gives the address. He says, "This is for my famously horny Uncle John. Punch in the gate code and knock on the door. Again, punch in the gate code. Door should be open. Yell order really loud. Uncle John will ask what is in the bag. Always mention beer first. That it's paid. And here's my PIN." And that's what he sent over today, the instruction wise. But
there's usually maxi pads and condoms. And
yeah, he sends them a lot of rubbers and feminine hygiene products.
Did you guys get your COVID test for Christmas?
Yeah, I got COVID.
I got mine too. Yeah, I got mine too.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm an adult.
Kevin B, thank you for gifting one. Appreciate it. Joey, will you be Stuttering John's cut man versus the frog? Yeah, let's get into this because we have $10,000 ready to go, winner take all. We're willing to let we have someone that can hold it, but we're willing to let somebody else hold it that John trusts. Winner take all. Frog versus John. MMA rules. Frog, your height and weight, please.
6'1", and I'm probably like 150 right now.
Yeah, guy's a rail. Guy's a twig. John's 5'5".
5'8".
5'6" on a good day. 5'6".
I'm taller than him, and I'm 5'7".
I'm taller than him. I'm 5'7". Exactly.
Taller.
Oh,
I'm 5'8". He's about the same
John is
height
short.
as me. So.
Yeah.
John is awkwardly
Missy's
short.
been in the same room with John, and she's saying that she's.
Is he shorter than you, really? Because I thought he was 5'8". Because I'm 5'8".
Bro.
Really?
I'm telling you, I'm taller than this fucking guy.
Yeah.
I'm taller than him. And so if she's 5'7", I'm 5'7". We're both taller than him. I know it for a fact.
Wow.
He's. You think I'm kidding? He's
he's almost like off-putting, like his height when you see him. You're like, oh, this is what we're worried about. Not even worried about. Like this is like the threat. Like he's not at all threatening. He's very rotund. His arms are oddly long. He does have a reach. If you want to add that into the boxing stats, he's got quite a reach.
Did he beat Cabby or did he not beat Cabby though? That's my question. In your guys' opinion.
I don't think he won that fight.
It was a very. It was both sides did not fight well in that boxing match.
No, it was sloppy.
I put them together. Cabby and him are going to do a show together with me.
Listen, for the way I can't wait to see that. I'm sure that won't be difficult to put together and keep going. But I listen. You watch that fight. It's like the way John tells the story. You would think he knocked Cabby's head off into the fourth row. But 40 seconds in, both of them were completely gassed. They were just laying on each other the entire throwing minimal punches. It's not a fight you brag about 30 years later. Right. Hagler Hearns. I saw the 3 minutes of the first fucking round of Hagler Hearns. Go watch that. That's a fight. It's 30, 40 years later, and they're still showing that clip. That's what you brag about.
Tell me more about the fight that's coming up, because I already got bits and pieces of it. Is it going to be in Florida? I know Joe made the challenge, and that's all I know is where is it taking place?
Here's where we're at. We want to make it as easy for him to go and do this as possible. So wherever John is going to be long term, if it's L.A., then we'll find a spot in L.A. If it's Florida, we already have a spot. That's not far from here.
And when is you projected this to take place?
What is the date we were talking about, Frog?
So we said February 10th. That was more Mike, though. Like, I want to pin him down onto a time frame that he is in Cape Coral, and we will make it happen within that window.
Yankees are here in March. Ain't DabbleCon 2 in March?
I've actually come across a few things that are going to have to get sorted out about this. Like that we might have to have insurance, and also we might have to pay to have like paramedics on scene and stuff. Like, there's going to be costs to this.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, this ain't no chicken fight.
Hey, real quick, Joey, since you brought up March, Tampa, actually Clearwater, Largo. I'm doing a live show down there with the boys from Revenge of the Sis. So March 22nd. I don't have tickets on sale yet. They'll be on sale next week, but save the date. And Joey, maybe you can swing by and hang out with us.
Oh, I'll be there for sure.
All right.
You're right. I'm right down the road, so I'll be right. I'll be there. Now, what is it? Is there? Did you guys mention DabbleCon 2 going to be in Tampa? Or is that what you're talking about?
DabbleCon 2 is going to be probably more north of Tampa.
No.
Right.
Come to South Carolina.
Listen, if we tricked you guys to Rochester once, we can do it again. Listen, I'm definitely coming to South Carolina. I gotta come hang and check out the new place.
There's a
I love
zone.
the setup that he has for streaming now. His setup looks fucking awesome.
I love his computer he put together, man. That was awesome.
He was so happy. It was the cutest thing. He was so excited to build that, and he did it really fast. I
love when he built that computer and he put a post out or something, and then someone's just like, and John thinks he's smarter than this guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Baby goat equals useful idiot, says eating clams. Thank you.
If it truly feels like that, Carl, then I'll just leave. But I don't think.
Oh, stop it! We love you, buddy.
Get out of here. But now, so here's where we are with the fight. As at the last we saw Frog, he has accepted and then said he's not doing it. Where are we with this? Do you know?
No, we need somebody like Joey that's talking to him to get word to him. It came up with Vince on his show today, and Vince said that he wants nothing to do with me. And when John heard that psychopath say that, you could see there was a look in John's eye that was like, should I be doing this?
I think there needs to be an actual written contract that needs to be signed that is to be held accountable. And it's like, that's not to be threatening. That's just to be held accountable.
That's just business. That's just
business. And if you don't show, there's those stipulations. There's, you just have something, and that's kind of where you can waive your rights. And certain, I'm not saying in a bad way. I'm saying if you get injured, that kind of stuff. Like when you sign a waiver to join a gym, you sign. I signed a waiver when I competed. Like those are things where you have what you have to do. And it's just to everyone's clear of what's on the table. And what John is really good at is slipping and slinking out of those if there aren't those stipulations, as we have all seen, you guys have experienced. So, like as you're explaining we got to try to get him here, we got to try to do that. He's going to find a way to not show up. Look what happened with this in Rochester in March. Like you said we're trying to make it as easy as possible for him.
Right.
John will make it not as easy as possible for you. He's going to find a way to fuck it up, stir the shit, and like make it, and then spin it around and play victim. Like that's his playbook. So it's like you have to be a couple steps ahead of him to catch him in his bullshit act.
She's 100% right, because if we have that contract in place and it stipulates in the contract that any backing out, you will be held liable for it, he never signs that contract.
He won't sign it.
This never goes forward. Yeah.
Missy just gave me an idea. Can we get Missy and John in the octagon together?
I will fuck him
This
up.
would be amazing.
He might snap my back, but
I don't
not to waste so much time in this. I'm going to find out if he seriously wants to do this, and I'll tell you guys. This way, you don't waste a bunch of time on it.
Joey C, let's do this, because John doesn't want to fight anyone. Tell John that if he backs out of this one, he can no longer say he wants to fight or can fight or will beat up or could beat up anyone. He has to stop saying that.
I'll pass the message, but now will he say okay? I doubt it, but you know what I'm saying. So
hey,
I will talk to him.
Hey, just be the messenger, Joey. That's all we're asking.
I will talk to him.
Everybody here loves you.
Everyone has low expectations when it comes to John. Isn't that funny?
Isn't it great? They go, listen, if you're expecting a logical thought,
I can ask you to be reasonable, but I doubt it's going to happen. Just throw that out there.
Right. Don't get your hopes up. He's probably going to be a total dick about it. Joey's doxing and threatening others on the daily. Well, maybe this is a wake-up call for Joey. How about that? Joey has bigger, nicer milk bladders than I do, and that's Judith Melendez. Buddy, thank you, Judith. There's 5 million reasons Stuttering John likes Joey C. Oh, a little settlement jab there. Joey, tell him the settlement fell through. Then C brings up a good point.
What was that username right there? We just saw?
God damn it, I missed it. She Beast something.
She Beast of Tahiti Village.
Oh, Tahiti Village. I'm sorry. What's that? I'm not familiar with Tahiti Village. I've never heard of such a thing. What is that? I like when Vince the lawyer brought up Tahiti Village and John starts looking up to the sky. Oh,
really? Eric Estrada was involved in this? Really?
He's the worst actor ever. And what? Timeshares are illegal? Come on.
Yeah, it's not ringing a bell. Sorry.
That's great.
Yeah, Joey, you couldn't tell your life story on John's show because he's a narcissist and wouldn't listen. Admit it. Connor wants to.
I went with the best person I thought would do it right. That's what I did.
Good choice, Joey. Good answer. Was there a show behind my paywall today? Never received a notification. Can't find it. No, there was no behind the paywall show today. We did 2 earlier in the week, yesterday and day before. Hey, Missy, how's Grandpa Kumia since his triple bypass? John Spittle wants to know.
Well, he's not Grandpa, and it's not triple. He's doing great. Thanks for asking.
He's back on with Gavin McGinnis on Compound Media.
Yeah. I mean, they're just proof that you can have do remotely into one spot and it looks succinct. And
I've never met Anthony, but I love what I read about him, and I love how he is just a leader.
Just don't say you like his Twitter timeline.
No. I like everything about him and how vocal he is on certain subjects. I like the fact that he's a go-getter and he don't care what he says.
You should hear us over our morning coffee.
Right.
I like the guy a lot.
I can't wait for the call in 10 minutes. Really, Joey? Pocky? You're going to be friends with Pocky?
I said I don't know him, never met him. I just said I agree with a lot of his things that he does.
He's already pre-defending himself.
I'm not defending nothing. I like the way Anthony
you can
says things. I like it. That's all I
Joey, F, marry, kill. Karl, Shuli, or Stuttering John?
I don't take the choices.
Yeah, you have to. No getting out
so
of it.
glad I'm not part of that.
You got a man.
I don't accept the choices because they're unfair. So
I accept.
We
it
don't make
for
the
you.
rules. They just are what they are.
Neither.
Joey, I can never have you on a TSN show again if you do not answer this question. By law of Super Chat.
No, don't even say that one. Don't give me that.
Being on this podcast.
Who's Mary? First of all, is Mary your name? Is Mary your name?
No, Mary. They're saying what?
Wait,
they're saying what? They're saying
F Mary.
F
That's
Mary.
funnier than anything John's ever said.
I know, it is great.
Are you Mary? Is that your stage name?
And this is my friend. This is my friend Marco. I'm going to kill him when I talk to him.
No, Joey, listen.
I don't know a Joey F.
One person you have to fuck, one person you have to marry, and one person you have to kill. You have 3 choices. You have to attach one of those choices to one of the people.
And by the way, it's hypothetical. You don't have to actually carry this out.
Hypothetically,
correct.
They're saying I either marry one of them, kill one of them, and F one of them, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. It's a very adult game. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm already married to John, obviously, since I'm his friend and I'm sticking up for him. So
great.
So Karl, you're not as pretty as Shuli, so I guess I got to go with Shuli. So I guess you get the.
I'm gonna get killed.
You're the one that's
Karl gets killed. Wow.
Well, I think those are all good choices because John will now get half of that settlement money.
Oh,
it's working out perfectly.
And if you kill Shuli, you're anti-Semitic.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah. Get a prenup, Joey.
All fairness, I've known Shuli a lot longer than anybody out of everybody here. So
I was gonna say I can hear the phone call later, John going, I'm not signing a prenup.
Shuli was like a tender lover too, so I understand why you went that way.
I'm a great listener. I really am. Jim, it's very suspicious that Missy made those comments about Me TV after someone leaves the state. We know about a certain person's Columbo and Mannix.
I fucking love Columbo. I enjoy Me TV. So, but I'm not a boomer. So there's, I was watching Columbo way before I even met Anthony. So, that was one of our common grounds.
Sick burn. She got his ass.
No one told me there was going to be boasting.
Coming soon to the Levy-verse. Who are these stylists? Bob's Karl's haircut. Thank you.
You know what I'm talking about, Bob?
Ma, look, I got a Hyundai. Yeah, that was fun when he got like a $50 super chat. He called his mom and Joyce over.
Joyce, look at this. This guy just gave me $50. Yeah, I used to watch you on the Tonight Show, John. What's your point?
You should wave it. We know that he's probably sniping. Hello, Kevin. How are you?
Hey, Kevy. How you doing, pal? Shout out to the 1,500 plus in here. Please hit the like button if you don't mind. Subscribe if you're not. And feel free to member up. If you're not a member, turn on accept gifted memberships because people are gifting quite a bit. Settings link is in our description if you look for it. Missy, my face equals your toilet. Hello, motherfucker Jones checking in.
I don't use the bathroom. Girls don't go to the bathroom.
That's
Thank
true.
you. Lowest scum, Joey C.
Wow. Lowest scum, 50 feet below it.
Wow.
Well, sir, it can't be greater than Joey C. Lowest by definition. Let me school you real quick. You don't even know how dumb you are.
You can't beat this right
Can't
here.
beat this. I know math.
So many New
My
Yorkers.
receding hairline.
So many New Yorkers dream of retiring and becoming snowbirds, going down to Florida in the winter. Despite appearances, John's mom must hate him to not go down and stay with him. What a great point, Connor.
Well, I'm sure she went, yeah, I'll come down. We'll hang out in the pool. Oh, there is no pool. All right, well, whatever. We'll go over to the beach. Wait, oh, there's no Why did you buy this house, John? What are you doing?
Wait, so John's house doesn't have a pool like yours?
No pool? He doesn't have water in the back. He doesn't have the canal access. He doesn't have a pool. I don't know why he bought
in the
this
parking
house.
lot. Like
it doesn't make any sense.
It sounds like he bought the demo home.
In John's defense, his mother is set in her ways, being an elderly woman, and she don't want to travel. Hands down, that's what it is.
John's in the lease office, so he shows up on day one. He's like, "Where did all that furniture go?" What the fuck?
I wouldn't have signed the contract had I known the furniture was not staying.
Don't worry, I'll bring the pots and pans and I'll cook for him. Don't worry.
There you go. Karl, nice looking shirt the other day on your podcast. Love all you guys except Trader Joe. Happy New Year and go Bills. Michael P.
Yeah, Michael P. From Buffalo made me that shirt that I was wearing. It was the Double Z's in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
It was a barbecue restaurant.
I was trying out new material.
Yeah. Ordo. Joey, they're saying you have a hard out.
All right. Well, good to see you though, Joey. Thanks for being on.
Thanks, pal. I appreciate it. Y'all appear like hypocrites on doxing with Joey on. Well, he'll never be. Yeah, he'll never be on again. How about that, Karl? It's been a while. I want to hear my jingle.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Thanks for the Super Chat Purple, stuffing an entire cheese ball in your ears during SJ's stand-up may have caused you eventually to pass out at the roast.
Man,
Thank you very much, Purple.
Wow. Grabs huge bag of popcorn. Love you all. TSN. Thanks, Jan. That guy's name is Jan. Did you know that? Hi, Missy. Thank you for the eye candy today. Peg Leg Biker, FSJ.
What am I?
It's really rude to Karl.
That's why I'm here. Come on.
I just got his.
He got his hair
frosted.
done. For
Yes.
Sure.
Got his hair did, and you just diss him like that? Yeah. I have asked John every day for a week if he would sleep with a trans. Today, he admitted to swiping right to a few on Tinder. Really?
Non-committal choice.
Spittle, he only wants you for your money, Joey. If you can't see that, then he deserves every penny he can get.
I already gave him $1 million, so what's the problem?
Shuli, a cockroach just ran across the bread box behind you. Oh, I'm in John's mom's kitchen. Like, I got a bread box? Truth be told, we all need a friend like Joey. You know what, Weasel Tails? You bring up an excellent point.
Yes.
Having somebody that's just got your back. We would all benefit from having somebody like
it's just
that.
like I got your back when if he tries to get me to talk about you guys. Do I go on his show and ever talk about you guys? No, I elude him away from it.
I appreciate that.
Does anyone else just picture Master Shake every time Joey talks now?
Every time.
Wait a second.
All I can see is Master Shake.
I have to defend him. We're together in a cartoon. We are a cartoon together.
I can't get rid of it now. Thanks
It's amazing.
I wanted to ask, Vince was on. Well, first of all, before I get to Vince, last night he popped on and did a sleep stream. I don't know if you saw any of this.
I saw that on BS this morning, yeah.
Yeah. Again, he thinks this is a home run bit where magically his StreamYard comes alive on its own while he's just sitting there pretending to sleep. And occasionally will yell out my deceased mother's name in his sleep while clutching his heart, being the class act that he is. So he did this last night, and I'd like to get your thoughts on it, Karl.
Are you presenting something, or you just want to?
No, I was asking for your thoughts on
I don't
the
really
stream from yesterday.
I thought for sure he was going to show me something. John does this thing where, he's already done it before, so it's already lamer than it was the first time. Where he's like, yeah, I'm actually sleeping, but he keeps opening his eyes and looking at the camera because he wants to see if people are super chatting him or not.
Right.
So it's not a good move, John. You got to kind of go all in on the bit if you're going to do it.
But does he start it and is sleeping already when it starts? That's not how it works. Isn't it like you kind of talk and then you go to bed, and then the whole idea is to have a bunch of alerts that would wake you up. And those alerts come by giving...
Well, no, Missy, you're not understanding the bit. You're not a comedian like John is. So what John does is he starts out pretending he's sleeping, and then he yells things out in his sleep like, "Good thing I'm not streaming right now."
What up?
And then the person host's gonna be like, "But he is streaming right now. If only he knew. This is crazy."
It takes several steps to create a broadcast on StreamYard too, by the way. He had to like click things, he had to type things.
Well, and producer Joe, the funniest part is that we know that when John starts his show regularly, he never looks at himself ahead of time. Every time he hits start, his camera is like this, and he's just like, "Oh, what's going on? Oh, hey guys," you know. But for some reason, with the sleep stream, he's able to line it all up perfectly.
Yeah, every stream starts as if someone's pointing a gun at him, going, "You better go live right now!" And he's like, "All right," and then he's just like, "What's up, everybody? What's going on?" Let's keep it going here. A lot of super chats. We're gonna get to them all. Joey, smile. You look like you're doing a hostage video.
Oh no, I'm not.
No, he looks like he's like customer service.
Yeah.
Good one. I like that.
Joey, be honest. How many times has John texted you while on the show? Joey's not going to lie.
You don't have to say be honest. It's our buddy Joey C here.
I'm telling. If he texts me 10 times, I would say I got 10 texts from him. I don't lie. The faster the chat room and the people realize that. Karl has said it. Bob Levy has said it. There's no lying in my fucking eyes. I got no reason to lie to a bunch of idiots. Okay? Plain and simple.
I don't lie. I don't like to lie.
Hey, Missy, F. Mary Kill, John, Opie, Hitman Dan. Hold the vomit.
Plead the fifth.
Come on. We made Joey do it. You got to play the game.
I don't know who Hitman Dan is, so I guess
John's childhood friend. John's childhood friend. John.
I'd rather fuck someone I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather marry Opie and have a miserable marriage because that's what that's all about.
Ooh.
And then I'd kill John.
I like marrying Opie. You get in on the other side of things. Yeah. Play the long game. I like it.
I know his wife doesn't love him, so what?
Oh, wow. Shots fired.
Yeah. He's not going to expect sex. Right, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
exactly. Which little rascal did Joey C play in 1930?
I was Robert Blake. You know, one that killed his wife? That was me.
Good one. Howard nailed it when he called John a schnurr. Everything he has is from begging, conning people, and luck. Watch your pockets, Joey.
I got deep pockets, so don't worry about it.
Hey, Red brings up an interesting point. Hey, Missy, she kills it on these shows. Joey's a good guy for defending John. Has John asked for a loan yet?
No.
Okay. This guy
knows. He doesn't even bring it up.
I miss you, Mike. We have to do Atlantic City again soon.
Joey C is bragging about prisons like it's space camp. Love everyone, but Joey the rat.
I mean, first of all, I've never ran it, and I ran shit on my block. So if you know for a fact, and you bring the proof that I didn't, bring the proof that everything you're saying I was, because I know what I did and know how well respected I was. And at least I was a man that had to go to prison for defending my wife. So you know what? Kiss my ass. End of story.
The opposite of a rat, this guy.
Fuck.
That's right. Don't let the headset fool you. I was the shot caller in my block.
I can promise you I was. So,
Dr. Peter Venkman gifting 10. Let's get it in there. Let's swirl our.
I swallow.
We got that.
I am gonna suck him off.
Okay, guys.
I don't know what I got to grow up. That's what we should do for these gifted members. Joey's a good guy. He's just sorely in love with John. We all have bad exes we can't let go of. Speaking of that, I have a throat goat on the way here.
Good one, Lucky Leo.
He kind of brings up a good point, Extended cut of the wedding video coming soon exclusively from the Lance News Network.
All right.
Wow, an extended cut. I can only imagine. Rumor has it that Karl's cat moved to Oregon to get away from him. Care to comment, Karl?
I don't think he's gotten there yet, but yes, he's on his way.
Joey, fight me at boxing and doxing night at the pub. Undercard for PJ and SJ fight. Producer Joe and Stuttering John fight. John Esposito, Missy cemented third mic saying Shuli had top surgery. Hey, she was in even before that, but that definitely helps. Joey C, with all due respect, who do you think was better third baseman, George Brett or Mike Schmidt?
Mike Schmidt.
Okay. Please give the top seven reasons. Like, is that Norton right in that question? Love all you guys, but I'm here for Missy today. Let me make you a little tune off the cuff. Boom.
Boom.
Bam. In Joey C's voice,
John, you can come over and slap my wife, kick my dog, eat my food on my plate, you drink my last beer. I'd be honored, John.
There you go.
He's a good friend, that Joey C.
He is. Ace Bates becoming a member.
Behind my paywall.
Missy needs some company while Ant's out of town. Dan Tanner is available.
All right.
Joey's currently in a genie bottle. I like that visual. John's friends do more heel turns than Ric Flair. You ain't kidding.
Sounds like he turned on me.
You ain't kidding. Docs is one anti-Semitic slur from being a Kanye hit. Someone needs to do a music video of Docs and John doing a crip walk. Yeah, we already did a music video to his other hit, Underwear to Guide, another smash hit. Marine Mike, thank you, sir. Thank you for your
By the
service.
stench of me.
Joey, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. J-Dad.
No.
What about Shuli versus John? That sounds better.
Sword fight. Remember, Shuli said he would sword fight. Remember?
I told him I get rock hard.
I have a sword here that you could use if you wanted.
No, I meant with our cocks. I said we
said
both
very well. He played
I
out.
was talking about that too. Anthony's out of town, so
yeah. I miss my man too. You know, I said we get baby oil. We get rock hard and we throw down like
I can't
men.
be at two places at one time, Shuli. Relax.
Hey, and he looked at me like I was crazy when I challenged him.
Do the tummies touch before the peens?
It's up to you. I'll suck it in because I want to look good because I'm oiled up. So I will, but I'm coming in. I'm coming in hard.
Sounds like you're running fan fiction over there, Missy.
Yeah, I mean, drawing it up.
John or Joey, fighting anyone who isn't disabled or huge is a ridiculous fight. John, I'm 50, 220, got over cancer and a BJJ black belt.
I agree. Someone our age probably shouldn't want to advertise the fight so much. But then again, we always got one good fight left in us.
Do we?
I know
really?
I do.
Yeah.
I know
Remember
I do.
Bobby Bacala's dad? He really went out.
And also, that one good fight you got left in you doesn't mean you're going to win the fight.
No. Never said that. Never said that.
Right. So, you're chasing a draw or not that bad of a loss.
I'm just saying how men think that when they get up in age, they don't want to accept the fact
you
that
can always
they're
bite an
slowing
earlobe
down.
off if all else fails.
Exactly. Knee to the ball, something. Shuli DeBrains, Karl DeGesta, Joey DeCuck, Missy, oh my Lord, Anthony's my hero. FKB, FSJ, FRD, FVTL, Bob is God. There you go.
Well, at least I got something in common with Anthony. I got a hot wife too, so
that
18 years younger than me. So
I know she's a catch. That pic looks more like Karl with a shaved head.
There's my boy Kevin Brennan.
John wears Harley gear but doesn't ride. Real bikers call this a sidewalk commando. Joey is the Italian version. Axe Mafia, but not. That's from Don Vito Fontana.
And who is my godfather, Karl? What's his name?
Yeah, Karl.
I don't know. Who's your godfather?
Don't be modest, Karl. Just
Come
say
on,
the name.
Karl.
Come on, Karl. Who's my godfather, Karl? Come on. This is a factual check. Who's my godfather?
Karl?
Anthony the Ant Spilatro,
Hello?
baby? Hello?
Matt, you ever heard of that, Karl? Spilatro?
Yeah, right. Okay.
I thought.
Listen, I'm not here to dox people.
He's dead. He's in a cornfield, dead.
Shuli, I DM'd you on Discord my picture with John. I'm 5'10". He is much shorter than me. Please find that, boys.
That's right. Yes.
It's in your
Take a
Discord
photo
DMs.
with them. Yeah.
Oh, it is? All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah,
My
Purple is
reach
the guy.
bigger than John.
Purple is the guy who not only went to the comedy club and got John's audio of his stand-up, but also Chad Zumox. Purple is one of the good ones.
Okay, I got the picture here.
Shuli, do you see how ridiculous when the people in the chat would say, Mob, don't talk about mob. Every mob boss, ex-mob boss has a podcast. They talking now, and you're going to come on me for saying something? Are you guys insane?
That is true.
Yeah.
They all talk about it now.
Yeah.
We don't exist anymore. It's gone. The feds took care of it all.
I agree with everything you just said, especially Codcast. That's the part that I like the most.
It's a fact.
I loved it when Henry Hill used to call into Stern. That was always the best.
That was the best, yeah. So here's John. That's purple. And we see, but you wearing a hat purple?
Yeah, I don't know. This isn't really showing me what I want to see here.
Yeah.
John's looking 5'10" in this photo.
Is that you? Is that you, Karl?
No, that's not me. How tall is Scott?
That's Karl
the engineer?
on the right.
Yeah, right.
Scott, I think, is 6 foot. Scott
Why
is 6.
the red circle? What's the red circle?
Because I remember him bitching about the block party. Oh, that's his class ring in the picture.
Looks like a wart.
But I remember Scott complaining about, I need more leg room on the flights, So he was 6 feet. But I mean, he was over John quite a bit. I just don't know that we can make out with purple. It doesn't look like the way he said it.
Well, let's hope that John robs a convenience store soon so we can see how tall he is.
I know. John can't pass a physical by any doctor anywhere on planet Earth. For a fight, I agree.
Yeah, I know. It's not going to happen.
My match will be in the backyard of Karl's Cape Coral house, Kimbo Slice style. During the week we rent his house. Karl has plenty of insurance. Vince the Evil Lawyer.
Perfect. Yes. I do have backyard brawl insurance. Correct.
Everybody in Florida does.
Yeah, that and flood insurance I had again.
Yeah.
It'd be like, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you
It'd be like what's his name? The guy that fought Clint Eastwood, the fight where they bare knuckled with the chimp.
Yeah, any which way but loose.
That's it, or any which way you can, or something. That's the kind of fight it should be.
Yeah,
you know,
that was a good timely reference. Stuttering John World Army equals Nambla. Backyard brawl, Kimbo Slice style. Yep. Isn't there a story about Stuttering John hitting on Missy? Why,
yes,
there is. Yeah,
I believe she told it the last time she was on.
I feel like she's gonna have to tell it every time she's on the show.
I lose a piece of dignity every time.
Show me your numbers. I'm at work. Can I get some underwear to guide? Maybe in a little bit. Maybe we'll play it. Karl has pretty much doxed. Karl, he pretty much doxed your home address. How many glass houses can there possibly be in Rochester?
Yeah, it wouldn't take very long with Google Earth to figure out which one's mine.
Attack on Timmy gifted 5.
Membership machine.
Thank you. There's Vince again. Stuttering John is so down to fight. He's willing to allow Producer Russo to have some home field advantage. He can drive his house to wherever the event takes place.
Good one.
Boom! Boom! Vince.
Boom.
Flexing
Take
that
it easy,
comedy.
Vince. Take it easy, Vince.
Flexing that comedy muscle that made him such the great lawyer that he is today. I like you, Joey, but you're playing with fire.
I like fire. That's the way I live my whole life. I like it.
It's gonna hurt, Missy says, and she's right. Missy, are you into gimp legs and wheelchairs?
My God, how'd you know?
He's asking for himself and a friend. Hit the like button, you cowards. Bob doing a COVID test. Thank you.
Hit the like button. There we go.
I'm going to send John food every day with hidden ball bearings for 6 months. Then I'm scheduling an MRI. This is one sick monkey. I got to tell you. I do not condone the monkey. Joey, can you say dancing is forbidden?
Dancing is forbidden.
Shuli, F, Mary, kill. KB, Stuttering John, Joey C. Oh, all right. I married Joey.
Thank you, Shuli.
I fuck John just for the humiliation, and I kill KB for the silence.
I like
for
that
the silence. You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome.
Oh, you're gonna get hemorrhoid blood over your cock, though. That's awful.
Hey, man.
No.
He's
no
gonna
lube.
get
No lube required, so there's that.
No. Well, he'll be naturally ready for me.
Yeah.
You know that. He'll be excited.
It's wet back there, that's for sure.
Yeah, juices are flowing. It's never been an issue. Joey C, you are you doing?
I was just gonna bring it up. I was just gonna bring it up.
Go ahead. Are you
So
doing
KB
a spell?
KB wants to put together me on his show having a spelling contest with Mike Brachetti. So
Okay, but didn't KB like say he hates you and didn't he trash you?
He talks about me every day, almost every day. He does. He brings me up something.
Let's do that on BS Show Monday.
Well, I offered it to Shuli.
I must have not heard you. I must have not heard you.
Offer
accepted. You got back to me and you said,
"You got it,
Joey."
Joey. I was just waiting to do it on here, make it like a big thing. But
yep,
Monday.
And do it on where it belongs.
Well, can't you do it versus Bob Levy instead?
Absolutely. Monday on BS, Joey C versus Bob Levy in a spelling bee.
Wait a second. There was a lot of money talk with Kevin Brennan.
Oh, yeah.
Yet, so.
Hey, you know what? I will match his $100. How about that? All right.
I wasn't doing it for less than 1,000. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
If I'm going to humiliate myself, it's got to be $900 or more.
It's going to be 9 or more. Exactly.
In that case, take his $1,000. That would make me happier than taking
he is the
bit.
number one guy that gets super chats, so he can afford to pay me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, don't be surprised when you don't get it.
I'm just kidding,
Joey, can you say bag of glass for me?
A bag of glass for me.
There you go. What camera is Missy using?
It's a Rebel SL3.
Good one. Joey keeps blinking. Help me. Is that true, Joey? I haven't been paying attention.
I came up with this idea, not you guys. I told you this is what I think I should do. So I mean,
Joey, why are you still alive? Asking for a friend. FJC. Hey,
I have my best friend right here in the next room. My wife. She's my best friend. That's the only friend I really need. So
is Missy coming to Tampa? Val would like to know.
When is that?
March 22nd.
Hey, it's warmer. I did tell you.
Right, Karl.
Hey, it's not Rochester.
All right.
The place you said in Clearwater, where on US 19.
It's at Largo, the Largo Performing Arts Center.
Oh, okay. No, by Largo, Clearwater.
Wait, Tampa and Orlando are far away from each other, right?
65 miles. 65 miles.
Oh, thank you for the specificity.
I know that was impressive.
I live in Tampa, so
it was very autistic of you.
Yeah,
it takes me an hour to get to Orlando. So.
Just turned into Waze in a half a second.
All right, so I see what's going on here. In order for Missy to come to our live show, she has to go to Disney at some point.
I want to go to Disney Springs. Okay.
All right, I see what's going on. I understand. I get it.
I have stipulations. I'm going to send you my rap.
It's a short drive. It's 70 miles per hour there. It's easy.
You think she wants to go to the show? There's got to be something in it for her to enjoy
I
while she's out there. Yeah. Joey, can you say, you said I'm bringing heat on you? The scene from Casino.
You said you're bringing heat on me? No, I'm bringing heat on you?
Why the fuck would I ask you?
Let me explain to you what I do for a living. See, I'm going to get up tomorrow. I'm going to take a shower, and I'm going to take a walk down to that bank. And maybe by the time you're coming out of your coma, I'll be coming out of fucking jail, and I'll split your fucking head wide open again.
Fucking thing sucks.
Clip that. Send it to John. Say that was Joey's statement to him. All right. Thank you. Joey's a good dude. However, he is backing a stupid idiot loser. I hope he gets out of the John business before he goes down with that ship in a rut with a sincere message.
I'm just friends. I'm his friend. He's
just
my
be
friend.
careful. Just be careful. Everybody's worried. You're
they're worried.
You know.
Oh, they're so worried, boy. After what they say about me on a daily basis, they're really worried.
John lying, saying he was in Florida when he was really in his hovel in California. Do you think he's finally embarrassed of his status in California? Great question, Zach. Karl, he brings up that he was lying to trick the trolls after he's caught. He never admits to lying until he's busted. So he comes back from New York. He claims he's in Florida, but he's broadcasting from California, and somebody calls him out on it, and he admits it, but claims, I did it so the trolls don't know. Your thoughts on this?
Yeah, so he lies about ridiculous things, and two that come to my mind right away are his house in New Mexico.
Yes.
Remember, he bought a 5-bedroom house in New Mexico. Now, there's one thing I know about houses with a lot of bedrooms, that when you're a single guy, you don't need them. It's completely unnecessary in every single way. So that was the dumbest lie ever. But the other lie, and I asked about this when we did a show together. When he took the substitute teaching job, he said that he got a gig writing for a trivia app, and he had 5 weeks getting very good pay to write for a trivia app. Why he came up with that lie, he's never explained. That's just a blatant lie. He goes, I want to protect the kids. Saying you're writing for a trivia app has nothing to do with protecting the kids. So I still don't understand that.
Yeah. It's and again, he gets caught. Then there's a reason why it's okay he lied in the first place.
He's just a liar. Well, let's go back to the Salvation Army thing. He says he was driving the truck. He said, you have to have a CDL in order to drive a truck. And he brags about doing weed every day. You can't I have friends who are truck drivers. They don't participate in any THC because you get drug tested, you're done. It's that quick.
Hey, John, if you're watching, you send me a text. 90% of the super chats got my name on it. I should get all of them, right? Please tell me what I should do.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Respect for Joey C for sticking around and being a sport. Stuttering John would have screamed, slobbered uncontrollably, and ran away within 30 seconds. You know, Josh, you bring up an excellent point. You know, Joey's always been a stand-up guy. Even if he's done it wrong, he'll stand there and he'll take the heat for it. So I applaud you for that as well, Joey. I didn't get anyone else texting me saying I'd like to defend John for an hour and a half this afternoon. So kudos to you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
CJ Spags, no regulation in Florida. Florida mutual combat is a recognized defense because both parties consent to being touched as an understood consequence of that altercation. CJ motherfucking Spags. Let's drive to his shit. Let's go. Come on.
And the dollars. That was
come on.
Yay, super chats.
Nice.
Love it. Love it.
And he had like a pit bull, avatar. He's just all about violence. That guy, he knows it all.
He's genius, book smart and deadly. Like it. Stuttering John, Coors Tin Can Man. Didn't the Isotopes make a surf rock cover of Pink Floyd's Dark Side? Would be a good soundtrack for the Wizard of Coors. Dang lizard.
That is correct. You can check that out anywhere you stream music. The Isotopes. We have a version of Dark Side of the Moon.
I have a question, Shuli.
Yeah, buddy.
So John quit the internet in October of 2022.
Go ahead.
He came back and he quit the internet again in November of 2023.
Go ahead.
How long is it into 2024 before he quits the internet for the first time this year?
Love this question. It was a great question. Let's think about this now.
He might do it around March because that's when it was all set. So I think he maybe for teasing, maybe around when the Rochester show is going to be. So I give it March. I'm going to say March.
He has to have another job.
Purple said March too.
The only income he's making right now is from super chats.
Right.
So in order for him to quit, he has to have another job. So the real question is, when will John land another job? And the answer is never.
Right. Right. That's the only way he's leaving. That's like he was saying today. He's like, I was a brilliant writer. And I'm like, okay, let's say you were. How have you not used that skill to land another writing job if you're that great at it? How?
He has connections. He should have references. He should have a reel. He should have all of these tools to go out and get a job in Hollywood. What's stopping him?
I will say March for one reason, because he's already said it. Spring training, he'll be at Yankee Stadium in March. That's the only reason he'll take off is for spring.
Wait.
The Yankee fans.
The Yankees already been at Yankee Stadium in March. What do you mean?
March is spring training. Yes, it is.
In Florida, where the Yankees play in Florida.
Florida. Right.
Okay, right. Not Yankee Stadium.
Because I'm going to give him all the tickets to all the games.
You're going to get him all the tickets. You think you're still going to be friends with him and when spring training rolls
Karl
around?
has said this. All his on and off relationship with friends have really lasted a week or two. But Karl could not understand how I still am his friend after how many months, Karl? Almost a year, right?
What are you talking about? It was just a month ago or something. That you guys
what do you mean? But how long did it last? He said he was going to ban me. He didn't never ban me, and it was 2 days.
Oh my God, this sounds like a high school relationship. We've been dating for 1 month.
But Joey, look at what you're doing right now. You have to come on other people's shows and kiss John's ass when he's not around in order to maintain this friendship.
I never not said that. I've been a Stuttering John fan since day one. He walked out of college.
Can I ask a question? Serious question. Has John ever
walked
been
out of college? Did he graduate though?
No, he did not. No, he did not. Has John ever texted you or called you upset that you liked a tweet from someone that he is not friends with?
No, but he's told me off a couple of times when he heard I was, as he would say, "Are you part of the Shitwares Network?" He did.
Well, he did that to Grillo. You know, he went off on Grillo for liking a tweet of mine.
It's in the Shake. We did the Shake bit with him at the cartoon. When I was talking about singing with Bob Levy as a clay doll, and him, me, and Johnny. What did he say? I won't do anything with Bob Levy.
I love the way I love the way you explain things. I really do. Nobody does it like Joey.
And the clay thing, and the milkshake, and then the thing with the bob.
I mean, you guys are answering all John's questions he already answers on a daily basis.
Sure.
Everybody's a liar.
Yeah, right. We're actually answering with some truth. Or, yeah. From the bottom of my heart, FJC, Hamhead.
And that should deserve a drum roll, please.
Joey C doesn't like me. I wish he would be my pal.
Yeah.
That's a
okay,
meteorologist.
Troll. All right, troll meteorologist. All right.
Tony Clifton, Joey.
I'm Tony Clifton.
Oz, F. Mary Kill, Beecher, Schillinger, Chuck
This
Zito.
is classic. I was going to come on in the beginning of June on Shuli's show as Tony Clifton. That was going to be what I was going to wear. I thought myself as a Tony
There's
Clifton.
still time. We'll forget you said this. Yeah, go for it.
Hold that. Joey, say, go ahead.
Joey say Ace gives good. No.
Oh!
Sorry.
Stuttering John said Fred was jealous of him. What a stinking no-good. Give the 10,000 to Susanna for an interview. You know what? Is there a number, do you think, Karl, that she can be offered for an interview?
I don't think so. She won't betray John.
Really? I don't know. I don't know what the relationship is.
Right.
But the fact that she's the one who posted those speeches.
She won't do that to
calm down, Joey. I want to hear what Karl has to say. Calm down. Go ahead.
She's the one who posted those speeches that, I mean, Shuli and I analyzed those speeches. There was a lot in there about John Melendez specifically. And the fact that she put those out there. And then I've seen when she's responded to people on Facebook where they talk about, everyone's making fun of your husband. And she's like, yeah, you should see what I have to say about him. Like, she's made little comments and quips here and there.
She learned how to joke from John. She taught her well.
Whoa. Oh, yeah, of course. She's hilarious because of that. So I'm wondering if there's not even I don't think there's a dollar amount. She's not like her husband. She would either do it or she wouldn't do it based on if she wanted to or not.
And because of the kids, she won't do it. That's the only reason.
See, I disagree. The kids are all grown up now, and I think there is a real chance for John to step across a line with her where she will finally be like, you know what? Fuck this fucking guy. He's starting to talk shit about her family, people in her family, about this whole money that he owed the child support. And he's talking about how
arrears. It's called arrears.
Yeah, the arrears. And he talks about how if it wasn't for her uncles, he wouldn't have been in that situation. That they were the ones who told her to go after him and get more money and blah blah blah. But the way he says it, it's like he's mad that they blew up his spot. Right. You know what I mean? Not that he's been wrongfully accused of something. Which I thought was fascinating.
Well, the craziest thing about this whole scandal from this week, we haven't really talked about it much, but the idea that John got a demotion, so he wanted to pay less money, and I guess he had a conversation with Susanna on the phone, and they agreed to a lower amount of money per month. And John goes, my mistake, I was too trustworthy, she didn't sign anything. So what John decided to do, while they were negotiating and going to court and figuring out what the new child support payment would be, John decided to just stop paying any child support whatsoever.
I'm going to answer as John. Lady K. Let me tell you something, Lady K.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Please.
If you had children, and like I do, and this is what he would tell you.
Yeah.
You would do the same thing if you lost your job or a lot lower money. You would go to the wife and tell her, I need to pay less.
I agree.
You would if you had.
I agree. Joey C. That part I agree with. Why would he stop paying altogether if he loves his kids so much?
That I don't know. I can't. Answer.
Oh yeah, that's indefensible, isn't it?
I can't answer because I haven't talked to him about it.
And it goes back to the story that he told about when he was trying to sell his house. He stopped paying the mortgage on his house, which is like, I've never heard of that.
Well, no, it's scumbag behavior. I have heard of that. It's scumbag.
Right. John doesn't do whippets. Sorry, just got here. Start over. All right.
All right, everyone got this.
Point Dabble Point. A Stuttering John Melendez roundtable discussion.
Hi, welcome to Point Dabble Point. Shuli here with you. Stuttering John's face when Vince Lloyd confirmed to him that Shuli pulls $35K to $50K a month from YouTube, etc. He was pissed. I got to see that.
That's another thing I want to talk about out here.
Yeah.
All these guys talk about money.
Yeah.
Obviously, Kevin Brennan talks about it. He said he wants to open up our bank statements, me and him.
Sure.
John talks about money. Everyone's talking about how much money people make. None of us are making Neil Brennan money. None of us are real show business. I don't know why anyone cares about this. Who gives a shit how much money someone's making? Are we all doing this for a living? Are we all on YouTube and doing podcasts for a living? I would call that a win, right? I think we're good right there. I think that's enough.
And TSN's in their favor here. Shuli's got 4,700 paid memberships. That takes talent to do that. You understand? Hands down.
That's more my talent than his, Joey.
No, all of you guys together. It's not Shuli by himself. It's Shuli, Bob, Zen, what's his name? Mike. Just kidding, Mike. Joe and Joe, who works hard. All of them together make that. 4,700 is not something to take light.
No,
so,
4,500 of those were gifted by Dave Daffler.
It doesn't matter.
Other than that, no, it's very impressive.
It's Dave Daffler money spends the same.
Right, I'm just saying. Now, Brennan, we know he's the king of super chats. Everybody knows that. He hustles every day and makes his numbers almost every day. Karl, you make a pretty good living. But you hit the point. Who cares? It's nobody's business.
Who cares? I know.
Well, they do, Joey.
It's so bizarre to me that people are so concerned about how much money someone else is making.
It's none of nobody's business.
At least I can care about.
Have you ever heard have you ever heard Karl or myself break down where we feel Kevin is monetarily, where we feel John is?
He's ridiculous. He's ridiculous, but he does
Stupid.
That.
Yeah, but that's important to them, and you'd have to ask them why. I
ask them every day.
You're right.
I ask them every day. If I'm such a scumbag and a lowlife and the worst, why do you talk about me every day? That's what I don't understand. Why does
because you're a scumbag and a lowlife and the worst. That's why.
Okay. Because he wants to get content and people to send him super chat talking about this scumbag. So pay me the money you owe me, Brennan, like I've been saying for the last 6 months.
All right, calm down. You're running out of breath.
No, I'm fine. I'm just saying. I don't like Brennan bouncing on you. I don't like it. I don't like when he bounces on me. I just don't.
All right. Hey, Karl, where can I find your non-Isotopes music? Is it even uploaded anywhere?
Yes, if you look for Buzzmires, my current band, Buzzmires, that's wherever you stream music. Also, Eddie Nebula and The Plague, and I have a few other bands I need to upload and get out there, but check out those bands.
CJ Spags back again. What? Didn't you threaten to beat up John and your wife was going to knock him out in a ring? Textbook toxic relationship.
Yeah, my wife challenged John. She did. And John and her talked about it. You know what? He made a great point. If I fight you, this is exactly what he said. If I fight you and accept the fight with a woman and I beat you, I'm done. If you beat me, I'm the laughing stock of the world. It's a no-win for him. He knows that.
Right.
And he's correct.
Actually applies real logic.
Yeah.
He did. The one thing. When we sat down and talked it one night.
Let me tell you why this is ridiculous. Yeah, no,
the one thing he applies real logic to is
John don't win anything out of this if he does that.
Unbelievable.
Hilarious.
Missy and I have a more stable relationship than Stuttering John and Joey, and she doesn't know that this is the first time I've ever seen her on a stream. Yeah. It's people are just kind of, it's like NASCAR. They're just waiting for the crash in this relationship. Joey, what's your favorite part of Stuttering John's podcast?
Everything.
No,
really?
No, that's a cop out. What's your favorite part?
K. I love it when he talks about Karl.
Me too. That's my favorite part too.
Well, Joey, I like
Shuli again. Boring.
I know. Back to me. I love.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I love when you're on, Joey. And there was a very interesting thing, real quick. Last thing I'll bring up, and we'll get out of here. Vince was on today, and I believe it was Dom DeLuise who super chatted numerous times that Vince was watching the wedding video today, the speech, and that he was saying certain things about your. What is it? Oh, you have this. Okay, look, I want to play you this because I want you to check out John's reaction. Because it surprised me. So it says, okay, so John will read it. Go ahead and play it there, Frog.
Vince called my daughter. I don't care. Vince and I don't share the same opinion. Vince is entitled to his opinion. I'm not going to sit here and debate with Vince about this. You know what I'm saying, Vince? I don't care if that's your opinion. I mean, I don't agree with it, but you're entitled to it.
Well, we had discussed this before when we worked together a long time ago, but do you think that any part of your like insistence on having a son had any influence on
That's
her
the
decision?
most ridiculous thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just asking.
No, I know, but this was what they all said. But the truth is, Vince, when we found out that we were having a girl in Greta, who was a
dead name.
We were happy that it wasn't any. I didn't want just a boy. I wanted both sexes.
Go ahead. You pause it. So
look at Vince's face. If he ain't the most evilest looking, trolling little runt I've ever seen,
piece of
and
shit.
I love
Yeah.
Vince, but look at him.
You're
I love
right.
him.
Yeah. No,
but
you're
he's
right.
more full of shit than anybody on the internet. This guy right here.
Yeah. So my question to you is, Karl, we get attacked every day by this idiot claiming that we say the most awful things about his kids, his family. We're anti-trans, we're anti-this, anti-John. Now you have Vince sitting there and people are telling him, hey, he called your son, your daughter over 10 times. And he looks and goes, big deal. What's the big deal?
He literally said, we have a difference of opinion. John, I think you're a terrible father. Can we just have a difference of opinion? Is that enough? Or you have to dox my whole family over that?
I mean, it's just amazing that just when you think, no, he's got to love his kids. Like he's got to respect his kids. And he just proves to you every time he could give a fuck. He's not going to stick up for any of them. He's probably goofing on them just like everybody else, And that's the reality. How much free beer do you got to send a guy for it to be okay to fucking goof on his kid?
We know that John was goofing on his trans kid when his trans kid first transitioned. And he likes to say, because that got buried, it never got put up on the internet. John likes to say, I was just making jokes about trans people before I got educated. No. You were making jokes about your daughter specifically because you were trying to win over Artie and everyone else in the room and trying to be the funny guy. And now he is petrified that audio will ever see the light of day.
Is it like accessible that does somebody actually have that?
We have a friend who has it.
Mm.
Shuli and I do. Now it's on a hard drive somewhere. He would have to search for it, but it is somewhere. Yes.
Don't drop any acid on it or bleach and hit it with the hammer.
Yeah, right.
Holy old Hillary on it.
Well, John knows it exists because he right away became real nice to this person out of the blue when for years he trashed this person. And once he learned that thing wasn't permanently deleted, he changed. He got real friendly real quick.
Is this person public? Has it been? You guys publicly announced this person?
His name's been brought up from time to time, but I'm not going to go into.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be part of this world, and I don't blame him.
I agree. Not too many people do.
Well, it's funny. Yeah, all the people who actually have a real life and a real career, whenever they're into like the Dabbleverse, there's a lot of people who are. A lot of people you wouldn't even believe. And then as soon as, because I'm sure Shuli, I'm sure you've been down this road too, where I go, you got to come on my show. This is an amazing conversation we're having. You got to come on my show. I want nothing to do with it, Karl. Don't bring me up. I don't want anyone to know me. It's like, all right, that's fine. I get it. Understood.
I was driving with my wife the other day, and my phone rang, and the name popped up on the screen, and my wife looked at me like, is that really that person? And I'm like, why is this person calling me? I picked it up and they're just like, I just want to tell you, I love the network. Love what you guys are doing. Don't mention my name.
Hold on.
I don't want to do anything.
Did the voice sound anything like this?
Shut the fuck up, asswipe, and suck my cock.
It was Howard, wasn't it?
I cannot confirm nor deny. That's all I can say. But here's what I can confirm. This was one hell of an episode. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, Reels gifting 20. Look at this.
Reels took offense when I said Dave Daffler was buying all the memberships.
He's right.
Okay, guys.
Reels had to get in there.
He's right. Well, don't upset my Reels. How dare you?
I want powdered toast, man.
On this note, is one thing I don't agree in this whole Dabbleverse, and I say that you guys are pretty good about not doing it. You guys are probably Karl. I don't really know too much about your beef with him. I really never researched that. I know what Shuli has said in the past, but the bottom line is attack him. Anybody and everybody, get off his kids and attack him. He's okay with that. That's all I'm saying.
We don't attack his kids. Shuli and I do not attack John's kids.
And I say that. I know that.
John says that we do, so that makes it real in his world, but it's not true.
I know for sure. I think I have told him I know for sure Shuli don't. I pretty much said I don't think Karl does, but I don't watch enough of you, Karl, to really know your whole backstory with him. You know what I'm saying? Not because I don't like. I go when I watch you. I'm just so busy right now fighting my own problems because I am the #1 podcast. Shuli is.
Sure.
Brennan is under me. John and Brennan are under me. Shuli and you are under us. But I'm #1, and everybody knows that. And
Shut the fuck up, asswipe, and suck my cock.
Listen, nobody's gonna make fun of John's kid. They're low-hanging fruits.
I know.
Exactly.
In his defense, that's where he gets upset the most.
All right, Missy, you want to fight me? I will meet you in the squared circle.
I did. What did I say?
Yeah, you destroy him. Hey, Missy, what's your current video game rotation? Good question.
I've been playing House Flipper 2 lately, and I fucking love it. I'm such a loser. I love a good simulation game.
Check out Ready or Not. Let me know if you like that one.
So fixing your own roof isn't enough. You want to fix,
dude? I literally,
roofs?
I was playing the other day, and someone came in, and so when you have to house flip, a lot of times there's just trash and garbage you have to clean and all before you start doing everything else. And someone came in, they're like, "Is this John's house?" and I kid you not, so you go into all the bedrooms that need to be done, and you go into the bedroom, and there's shit all over the sheets. It was
oh no, that's hilarious.
Somebody it was John's house.
Yeah, somebody over there's a fan. Somebody's a developer over there. He dead named his son Val. Yeah, he don't give a shit. 2 Joey C's on one show. Let's fucking go.
Big dog.
Galaga. And Joey, please explain why you hate me. What did I do? All right, another time. Joey doesn't want to get into it right now. Karl, what can we promote for you, sir? What can we plug?
I host a show called Who Are These Podcasts? WhoAreThese.com is where you want to go to find out more information, get all the shows. It's a podcast, but we also do YouTube. If you want to watch the show live, you join us on our YouTube channel, Patreon or Supercast, patreon.com/WhoAreThesePodcasts. And you can watch every Wednesday and Saturday when we do the show. And of course, as I said earlier, March 22nd, we'll be in the Tampa Clearwater area in Largo, Florida. And save the date. Tickets will be on sale soon. We'd love to see you all. We'll be teaming up with the Revenge of the Sis boys, Mersh and Royce. And hopefully, Mersh won't stroke out live on stage for that show.
Melton coming?
Makes it.
Is Melton coming? Because I'm in if he's coming.
No, Melton will not be there at this show. As far as I know.
Missy, what can we promote for you?
On my free time, sometimes I play some video games on Twitch, and you're welcome to join. It's not that exciting. I pop on, and I like I said, I've been playing House Flipper 2. It's kind of fun. It's a little mundane. You actually are excited to vacuum, but it's Missy Be Good, MISSYBGOOD.
And Joey, what can we promote for?
I'm gonna go for the trifecta. A dream come true. I want to interview Anthony Cumia. I want to meet him and interview him. I want to interview Blind Mike and meet him.
Gotta go through me. You gotta go through me.
I want to interview Vinnie Paulino and become friends with Vinnie Paulino.
All right.
All right. So John gave you a hit list, is what I'm picking up from that. Okay.
No, John was all over Blind Mike today, and it was funny because he was praising Blind Mike yesterday, but today he hates Blind Mike. So
what did Blind Mike do?
I messaged Blind Mike. I said, "Congratulations, you've joined the Dumb Fuck Club." He has officially become one of the dumb fucks.
Julie, you can learn the whole story tonight at 10 p.m. on the Uncle Rico show.
Oh, good.
Wow. What a plug.
I do have a plug, Shuli. Teaching Joey C on Hack Right Studios every other week. 4th episode coming up next week. It's a great show where you learn all about AI art and stuff like that, music and all that stuff. So,
Jason Rick, gifted one
membership machine.
Thank you, Jason. And would Stuttering John defend Joey against KB the way Joey defends Stuttering John? What a great question. What a great. I think we all know the answer to that.
No, he would not.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will always defend you, Joey. All right? Don't ever forget.
I never said you did.
Pre-settlement and post-settlement, Joey.
That's right. You don't need to be rich
Karl,
to be my girl.
To be my girl. I believe the Vicar said it best. Joey. Oh no, that's not the one I wanted to put up. Sorry. No, that's not the one.
Oops. I was voted what in 2023? What was my title? What?
Best newcomer?
That was who?
Yeah. That was you, buddy. Listen, on behalf of everybody here, thank you for watching. Hit like on your way out. Hit subscribe if you're not. Member up if you didn't. We will be back tonight right here, 10 o'clock with an Uncle Rico show. Thank you to Karl, Missy, Joey for joining us. And everybody have a great evening. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Point Dabble Point.